God. Good morning, Nick Wusz.
Hi. Is it morning? It's 2:30, bro.
Oh, yeah, it is. Shit. Happy HSNW to you and yours if you choose to celebrate.
You.
Holy
Thank
shit,
you.
it's Nick Wusz.
Thank you. I was just telling Jason, a guy at my show the other day, said that to me. It was the funniest thing.
That is amazing. Like, it had to have been a reference to this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Liam out there.
Liam. Oh, that's right, Liam. Yeah, we met him at your show on Saturday. That was a really cool event.
Thank you, man.
So can you explain this to me a little bit? Because I'm really unfamiliar. The company is called Weird War, right?
I don't think they have anything to do with this RPG shop.
Oh, they don't?
I'm not going
was.
to call it. It's not a comic book shop. It's an RPG shop.
Yeah, like RPG 15, like those rocket launchers they use in Rambo and shit. Is that what you mean?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's a shop full of those things.
Man.
You get ones from the 80s, ones from the 90s.
Damn.
No, they only sell vintage ones, dude, from the 70s.
Yeah, vintage RPGs. That would be a Portland thing. Okay,
but it is vintage RPG. It's all old Dungeons and Dragons manuals and stuff like that. So I'm not really familiar with the scene, but
it has nothing to do with Weird War.
I don't think so. I do believe they're sharing this building or a little part of this building. Okay. It's in the back of where Weird War's shop is. But
okay,
they happened to be closed that day. Unfortunately, it would have been kind of cool if that was a community event.
Yeah, seems like bad planning.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Anyway, you had a show there that was really cool. You played.
Yeah, there was sword fighting.
Yep.
And between the sets, there was a keg of beer for $2 for a glass.
Yep. $2
solo
beers.
cup. Yep.
That was really cool.
There was a pretty good turnout of Dungeons and Dragons geeks.
Yeah, there was. Saw Daniel Menchie there and his wife.
I saw the guy from Uznea, the singer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was there. I gave him a tape later. He must have left after you left. He said he missed my set, so.
Oh, I wonder if he came after I left.
He must have, yeah.
Yeah, because I just played with them like the week before.
Yeah, like last week.
Yeah. Is it Uznea or Uznia?
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
What does it mean, dude?
I have no idea.
Should we Google that?
I mean, you could if you want.
Is it a Latin word, maybe?
Maybe. But it was like their last show or one of their last shows when I played with them last week or whenever that was.
Uznea is a widely distributed lichen, such as old man's beard. It's what we see all the time in the forests.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very dungeon synth type of theme right there.
Kind of is. It's usually anchored on bark or twigs. We see it all the time.
Oh, yeah. A lot of it in the Northwest.
Yep.
Well, that's cool. But yeah, you had a great show.
I did. Thank you for coming and your support. Amazing.
You played with Grim Father.
And Fenwalker.
I wanted to say Fern Mage, but that's a different thing.
Yeah, it's a different thing. I played with that guy in Eugene, actually. Right. But
it
was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was a really cool event.
My show went all right. First time I've ever tried plugging my guitar into the system rather than using a microphone or something, because I bought a little crappy Amazon amp for it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yes, and I heard some effects on it and stuff. I don't know how that happened.
It sounded like you had delay on your guitar.
That was unintentional.
Okay.
So I still got to work on that a little bit, but it's kind of cool. I'm becoming more comfortable and stuff like that. So.
No, it was great. It was a lot of fun. Cool space, cool event.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. I think
really nice people there, and I made $56, dude.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, I don't know how.
Damn.
They PayPal'd me. I was like, what? That's insane.
That's awesome. Did you sell anything?
I did. I sold 2 tapes, 2 new tapes, 1 old tape, and then a couple of those cards. Those wooden cards that I made.
Yeah, those wooden card things are really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think because we've been doing more episodes lately, I don't think we have any other shows to discuss other than that one.
No, you had played, we discussed you playing in Eugene, right?
Yeah. I think that's the only one.
I think so.
Yeah.
But we got Marky Ramone coming tomorrow.
We do. Marky Ramone. Today I got an email from the Crystal Ballroom where he's playing, and it said something to the effect of, are you ready for Mary Ramone?
I got the same email, but I missed it.
Did you?
It said something about $99 rooms if you want to stay.
Yeah, you can stay the night.
I didn't notice a typo.
The header says Mary.
I'm gonna verify that, dude. That's hilarious.
Do it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was pretty great. I wanted to screen cap it and send it to everybody, and I thought,
Mary Ramone.
Yeah.
Right on the top.
Mary
dude.
Ramone. Yeah. I was like, dude, who is Mary Ramone? Like, I want to check that out. That sounds right.
In the actual body, though, they do say it correctly, but that's weird.
Yeah, the header says Mary.
Hilarious.
But yeah, we're going to see Marky Ramone tomorrow, and just by chance, Tommy Victor from Prong is playing guitar.
Yeah, and you must have discovered that by digging a little deeper. How did you even figure out? You wanted to know who was in his band or whatever?
No, actually, Tommy and I are friends on Facebook, and he just posted and said, hey, I'm filling in 4 shows with Marky Ramone.
Wow.
And I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like, I had no idea.
That's amazing.
And it seems like a weird match, but also kind of makes sense, I guess. But
maybe that's a band we should revisit later in the show, even though we've talked about them quite a bit. But if I don't want to spoil what we're going to talk about, but that could be Prong could be a band of we check out a newer song of theirs, which we haven't really heard. So
yeah. So that's what this episode is all about, is kind of checking out bands that we were a fan of the earlier material and you kind of like lose track of or don't really keep in touch with. I mean, there's millions of them, but
there really are.
Yeah, I mean, off the top of my head, like big ones like Sepultura. I mean, literally one of my favorite bands ever.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, for obvious reasons, they split apart and changed and whatever. I've never really listened to them without Max. I don't think ever. Or
maybe that first album that was with Derek Green, I maybe checked out, but I don't even remember.
I don't think I ever have. Or like, I haven't listened to an Opeth record in years.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Prong is a really good example.
Yep.
But yeah, and it's kind of interesting, like why people
why
kind
does
of
this
fall
happen?
out of touch.
Yeah.
I mean,
even with like newer Anthrax, which I have listened to, it's like a one-time listen almost. Unfortunately, it's like, oh, I'll listen to this, I'll check it out.
Right.
But it doesn't go beyond that. Like they don't grab me. The Iron Maidens are like that as well. There's some great tracks on there. There's no doubt about it. But it doesn't grab you like it does,
Well, it's interesting. Like there's a band like Sepultura where like I know I stopped listening because Max and Igor weren't involved anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's like an actual like then and now type of thing. But a band like Opeth, like why did I stop checking them out?
Yeah. And there's lots of bands that are still going that have the same members that when we loved them, but now, I don't know, I can think of Dream Theater or something like that, where I was just so into them
or like
in the early days. And
like Tiamat. Tiamat for me is a perfect example because I loved all their work up to and including Deeper Kind of Slumber. And I honestly think Deeper Kind of Slumber is one of my favorite like metal adjacent records ever made. I think it's absolutely brilliant front to back.
Yeah.
Never even listened to a lick of anything after that. And I think it's because like you look at the cover and you're kind of turned off by the cover or the song titles, or you're like, oh, like, and then you just never do it. And then here we are like 25 years later and I've never listened to Tiamat beyond Deeper Kind of Slumber.
You know what a good one that I just thought of is Septic Flesh, dude.
Dude, Septic Flesh, yes.
Those guys were so good. They were like, they had like 3 albums in a row of just like perfect death, whatever they were doing, Greek death metal, whatever it was. But they're still going strong too.
They're still going. But there too is kind of a thing too, where it's like, you see the band Septic Flesh, like when we listen to them, like, okay, that's like Greek death metal, black metal. And then all of a sudden they start dressing up like weird Cenobites and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you're like, well, this is not for me anymore, obviously, because they look like idiots.
It does seem like a conscious effort sometimes for bands after their 3rd or 4th album. They're like, what the fuck are we doing? You know, do we need to go full in and try to make some money by dressing up, by maybe a little more commercialized sound, hiring whoever, Bob Rock or something to try and reinvigorate us. So I think that does happen. And that loses us, unfortunately.
Sometimes. But not always. Like one of my, Sentence, like I loved everything Sentence did. And then they did that record Down. Yeah. And it's just like a straightforward kind of like dark, depressing rock record, but I fucking love it. It's like, it's so great. After that, they fucking sucked though. Like,
but then what makes the difference when we do follow a band? Anathema is a good example of a band that was so different than their current or relatively current stuff.
Sure.
And I followed them that whole time though. For whatever reason, it hit me, even though they went totally soft and alternative and all these things, but I still liked it,
Something it's grabs you, I guess, enough to like carry through. I don't know, like Impaled Nazarene or Amorphous to me is the same way.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like what you said too. It's like a one-time listen, it's like Tales, like one of my favorite records ever. Elegy,
of course.
like amazing records.
Yeah.
Everything after that, I listened to it. I'm like, man, this is really fucking good. I listened to it twice, 3 times maybe, and never listened to it again.
Well, that could be just we have so much content, you know.
I mean, that's part of it too, for sure. But
you'll get distracted really easily. It's hard for any artist, as we know. You know, people have a very small attention span.
Hell yeah.
And they forget about things really quickly.
Yeah, definitely. Well, before we get into that too much, let's get into a couple emails.
Yeah.
We have some pretty good emails this time. Actually, before I do that, I want to mention the playlist that we always have in our link tree. You can find the link tree from the Facebook and the Instagram. This is updated now and then with different songs that we're listening to and different songs that we're talking about. The Patreon is a new thing that we're doing right now. There's nothing behind a paywall at this moment, but it does help us cover costs, overhead, shit like that. Our good friend Kyle, one of the Kyles, just became a member in the last week.
Oh, thank you, Kyle.
Yeah, thank you, Kyle. I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name because you always make fun of me for it. So
He actually spelled it out or hyphenated it for
did,
you, right? Or me, like, what's that word when you spell out something?
like
right?
phonetically or something.
Phonetic,
Yeah.
thank you.
But it's actually messed me up more because I feel like I have to look at it now, and I'm pretty sure it's Hyder. I think it's Kyle Hyder, but I want to say hater.
So.
But it doesn't make me a hater. It makes him a hater. So
For telling you it's wrong. Yeah.
Anyway, so thank you, Kyle. And of course, earthandsound.org. We have the merch up there. We still have I Hate Music shirts and hoodies, the Scum design and the Ramones design.
Awesome.
Speaking of the Ramones.
Yeah.
And then, listener emails. We love getting the emails, hate.pod.music@gmail.com. So I think that maybe we should get into some listener emails. What do you say?
Do it.
We've got listeners who have thoughts. From Brazil with Rex to Romania with love. Should they say, Paul or Kyle, you take a shot? Nick and Jason want you. Listener emails.
So good, dude.
So good.
Jesus.
Thank you, Robert. That's just a pleasure every time.
Incredible.
So great. Speaking of that, I wanted to mention, too, I thought it would be fun if people wanted to, instead of writing a letter into us, it'd be kind of cool if you wanted to, like, record, like, an audio message instead. Or if you had a question or a comment or something, just record it on your iPhone and email it to that same address. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be.
Then we could play it, and we can still respond to you, but it would be you talking instead of me reading it, which would be fun, too.
It's possible they want to hide their really feminine voice or their maybe really dark and doomy voice. Maybe an accent. They want to hide the.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a requirement. It might be fun if somebody wanted to.
If you're proud of your voice.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm getting all these people like sending me their phone numbers, so I feel like maybe privacy isn't so much of a thing for these people. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's get to some listener emails here. Only got a couple. Let's see. So our friend Jared responded to us last time. Remember when I was talking about High on Fire and things like that?
Yes.
And I was wondering about
if
the
there's
age.
an age. Yeah.
So I guess what I really meant was not necessarily an age of the listener, but more about like what age you get into extreme metal. And this guy kind of points that out. He says, this is Jared again. He says, I'm 45, but no doubt immature. To be fair, I didn't really dive into metal until my early 30s. Was more of a classic rock guy growing up. Harsh vocals were the hurdle for me, and Agalloch was probably the most important group in helping shed that bias. I dug the instrumentation so much that I forced myself to endure the vocals, and then one day it just clicked. My personal progression to High on Fire, since you asked, is probably slightly abnormal. I became wee obsessed with King Crimson and the Mars Volta, then hung around on Prague archives looking for something else to scratch that itch. Found Giant Squid, then dove into other metal, yada yada, Agalloch, blah blah, High on Fire. Ironically, my road to booze metal, which is a new term for me. I've never heard booze metal.
Yeah, I like that. Is this guy from Australia or England or something?
I don't know, but I'm curious about the booze metal thing.
Yeah.
Booze metal goes through you. blew my mind when I
interesting.
first learned about Karada, but I assumed the cellist connection was a factor. I don't really know what he means there. I mean, he's referring to Jackie Perez Gratz, obviously.
Yes.
But I don't know what he means. The cellist connection was a factor.
Well, did she play on the Karada?
She played on the Karada and she played on Marrow of the Spirit.
Exactly. So it must have been that.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, like forming Karada with AJ because of Jackie, maybe? Is that what he means? I'm not positive.
Yeah.
I knew Jackie way before I knew AJ. But anyway, doesn't matter. Jackie is in Giant Squid, played on the Karada record, also played on Marrow of the Spirit.
Yes.
And then he continues, I've never been too into any one specific genre, and while I do enjoy some booze stoner rock, High on Fire is the headbangiest of them all. Great driving tunes. Agalloch is similar in that regard. I'm not super into black metal or folk metal, but Agalloch combines the two in a magical way.
Interesting.
Anyway, thanks for taking the time to humor me. Podcast is great, and it definitely makes music snobbery fun. Just knowing that I helped harass you into popping that High on Fire cherry is a great start to my weekend. Yeah, thanks, Kyle.
That's amazing.
Jared,
some
not Kyle.
few things. Thank you, Jared.
Yeah.
A few things worth commenting. Coming in the middle late like that that's an interesting thing, and I wonder what gateway bands are that are out there. I guess Agalloch might be one, dude.
Well, yeah,
I wonder if that's a
think
common
so.
thing. You know.
I think so. I mean, I think people have told me a gateway into like neo-folk, into post-rock, things like that. And I guess we're melodic enough and dynamic enough that maybe new metal listeners would be pushed into metal from listening to Agalloch, or more extreme
I'm thinking
metal.
more, it's like a more extreme, more black metal. It's a gateway to black metal because Agalloch is listenable and all these things.
Yeah.
And great production and,
Yeah.
a lot of melody and stuff like that. So I wonder if that starts people's journey.
Yeah, could be. I mean, I've heard that before, so it makes sense to me. But yeah, thank you, Jared.
There are some common gateway bands,
Oh, for sure. I don't think we've really talked about that too much.
No,
like gateway.
that's a good one.
Maybe a little bit, but we talked about gatekeeping, but not gateways.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that Morbid Angel record, Gateways to Annihilation. Right?
Yes, that's the G album.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe it
That's
should be.
got Steve Tucker.
Maybe it should be Gatekeeping to Annihilation.
That would be like the SOD, seasoning the obese or whatever.
Yeah, that's great. Speaking of which, did you hear that Eric Rutan had to leave the Cannibal Tour because of the hurricanes?
I did, because of the tornado.
Yeah,
the hurricane.
The hurricane. And there's another one coming, dude.
I
Jesus.
know, dude. It's crazy. Another reason not to live in Florida.
Oh, man, I can't even imagine. Just talking to Hunter the other day, it's like his town was like hit so hard. His house was fine, but still, like, they're without power for like a week. He had to live in a hotel for like a week.
Jesus.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the next email. There's only two this time. This next one is from our buddy Kyle. I'm going to say Kyle Hyder.
Kyle H.
Kyle H. There you go. Yes. Okay. This is from Kyle H. Hey, Jason and Nick. Kudos on the most recent episode. It was really, really excellent. Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle.
He's referring to the prong. Sorry, not the prong one. Which one was he referring to?
We're catching up on the Agalloch and just catching up.
That's it, the catching up one. Yes, of course. I thought that was really a fun episode, too. I was a little nervous because it was like 2 hours long, and a lot of people, they'll bow out after, an hour or so. But it seems like people really like that concept. So, yeah, thank you, Kyle. He says, I'm glad you liked my dumb meme. Jason was correct. It was from Phineas and Ferb.
Nice.
Yeah, that was pretty great. Thank you. I also really appreciate you both taking the time to listen to Primitive Man and other bands. Jason's response of, here is what I appreciated, but it's just not the type of music I find myself wanting to listen to right now, and here is why, was awesome. And we need more of that type of discourse in the larger metal sphere.
I think that this is worth commenting on because both of us are relatively open-minded about this stuff. We're not like immediately going to disregard it unless it's country or something.
Yeah.
But I'm totally open, and sometimes I'm going to say stupid shit like it sounds like Insane Clowns Posse or something. But but I think we're both available to listen to things and try to figure out why we don't like it.
Yeah, for sure. And I want to be clear. I do try to listen to things with an open mind most of the time. And this is just such a gray area for me because, he's quoting me as being like, here's what I liked about it, but it's not the type of music I want to listen to right now, which is true. But then also, two things can be true at the same time. I also think it's pretty awful. I don't like High on Fire and Primitive Man. I stand by that statement. But that also
even after you listen to it and with more intensity and trying to figure out why, you still just you come to the conclusion this is bullshit.
I mean, I still stand by my first assessment of being like, this is bad. This is not good. But of course, that's just a subjective comment. So it's
not the law.
No, and that can change, of course. But this statement that he's giving me credit for, it's like he's giving me a little bit too much credit. I still think it's terrible.
Well, he only focused on the part where you were actually dissecting it and thinking about why you didn't like it.
Yeah,
which was nice of him.
But me saying it's something I don't want to listen to right now, it's really just something I don't want to listen to ever because I do think it's terrible. It's just like a diplomatic way of me being hey, it's not like I think you're dumb because you like Primitive Man or anything. It's just,
of course,
in my opinion, it's bad. It's not for me, which is a nice way of saying that, I guess. I'm sure they're great guys. I'm sure their personalities are great.
For sure.
Yeah, whatever. So anyway.
And they probably have a lot of background, a similar background to us.
Oh, I'm sure they've got it. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so Kyle goes on. I know something all of us metal folk have in common and need to resist, especially as we get older, is the instinct to immediately shut out stuff that doesn't fit within our frame of what metal is or what metal should be, especially in relation to our own curated tastes. Yeah, for sure. People get stuck in their ruts and what they think they like. I think you both did a great job talking about this phenomenon in the gatekeeping episode, and it was really great to see you challenging yourselves through this episode. On an unrelated note, do you have any strong feelings about Wayfarer? Yes, I do. To me, they are carrying the torch that Agalloch and others brought to life.
This is to him, not you. Because you said you were reading his email, and then you said, yes, I do. And then you said to me. So, but this isn't you talking right now.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I guess that was confusing. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yes. I do have strong feelings about Wayfarer. But then Kyle continues, to me,
there you go.
Thank you for clearing that up, Nick.
No
to
problem.
me, they are carrying the torch that Agalloch and others brought to life. American black metal with excellent folk vibes, in this case, outlaw country. Thanks again for yet another great episode. And then he says, Jason finally got my last name right on the last episode, so decided to join the Patreon.
So wow. So by you pronouncing his name properly, you made us $5.
Yeah, a month.
A month.
Yeah. So what if I just said it wrong a few minutes ago? Do you think he's going to rescind that?
Yeah, I think so. You messed this up, man. You fucked it up.
Okay. So I do have some thoughts on Wayfarer. Nick, are you familiar with Wayfarer?
I'm not at all.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I do have thoughts on them. Wayfarer is from Colorado. The drummer is also the drummer of Blood Incantation.
Of course he is.
Yeah. I mean,
these guys, their talent and their hard work is just incredible.
Their talent
pisses
and their hard
me
work.
off.
Oh, fuck. Now I feel like I have to look this up because I might have misspoken about the drummer.
Okay, yeah, better check real quick. But man, I wouldn't be surprised because those dudes, whatever they put their hand in is successful and good.
It's definitely one of the guys. And now, I know it's Isaac. Yeah. Isaac drums. Yep. Okay.
Wow.
So Isaac is also the drummer for Blood Incantation. Yeah.
Yes. Which again, I must promote the Stargate video. You have to check that out.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's a great video. So yeah. Anyway, Isaac is in Wayfarer and Blood Incantation.
Wow.
Amazing. I have to admit, I haven't listened to even the whole Wayfarer record. This is a great example of this is not what I want to listen to right now. And when I say that, it doesn't mean that I think it's terrible at all. I think they are a fantastic band. It's not really what I want to be listening to right now. It's really well done, really well produced. And yeah, it has that kind of outlaw country, American Gothic vibe to it. And that's something else I just don't get. I don't understand that aesthetic, that look, that vibe. I don't understand the appeal of it. And they're taking that like next level, and they do it really, really well. But they do kind of have like this like folky outlaw country black metal type of vibe.
What's an example? Is like Panopticon? Do they do that, or
No.
like what are we talking about
Okay,
here?
well, there's a video. Are you ready?
Oh yes, please.
Okay, so Kyle sent us a video. We're gonna play this for a little bit at least.
Yeah, let's check it out.
But yeah, a lot of people are really, really digging this. And again, I want to be clear. I don't think it's bad. It's just not really what I'm into.
Okay.
So let's check it out.
Thank you. Century Media, dude.
Yep. I take it back. That fucking rules.
Dude, I don't think you left it on long enough either until I hear no outlaw country besides this video, besides them wearing cowboy hats in the video.
The image.
The imagery. There's nothing. It's like Rotting Christ or something. This shit's great,
Yeah,
dude.
no, it was great. I was really into that. I did notice the guy was playing like with the slide a little bit.
Oh,
slide
I didn't
guitar.
notice that. I noticed that, yeah.
I did listen to, I think I listened to a little bit of the record, and I think they have like some maybe like interludes that are a little bit more. I actually, to be fair, I'm not sure the outlaw country is the right term. I think it's more like the album, I believe, is called American Gothic.
Okay.
I think it's kind of like an Americana type of vibe, not like outlaw country. I think that's different. Regardless,
dude,
that was
great.
killer. That was much different than
Did
what I
we see
remember.
them in Maryland or?
No, I've never seen them before.
Okay.
No.
Maryland Death Fest. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Kyle. That was great. You changed my opinion on Wayfarer. I'm going to have to listen to it again.
I'm definitely checking that out, dude.
Yeah.
That was great.
That was really, really great. Yeah. Thank you so much, Kyle. Fuck. Okay. Now,
you know what it kind of reminded me of is, and if it weren't for the imagery, also you wouldn't know that it was like a Native American thing, but Black Braid.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Just that, not the sound exactly, but more of like, oh, if your eyes were closed, there'd just be some great melodic black metal,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
then when you see the video, they have a whole nother aesthetic going
Exactly. Yes. Agreed. Yeah. Well, thank you, Kyle. That was fantastic. That was really great. Yeah, that's actually all the emails that we have for today.
on. That was awesome.
So yeah, but the whole point of this podcast was to talk about bands that we kind of fell out of touch with. Do you have one in particular that you want to start with, Nick, or a particular song?
I'm just curious about what new Opeth sounds like. I think a new album just came out too.
It did.
And it just kind of like fell to the side. I didn't have any interest, and I didn't even want to check it out. But I heard Mikkel is growling again, so I did hear that.
Oh, you did hear that? Okay.
I thought that's what I had heard.
I haven't listened to it. I've heard mixed opinions. Here I am on Spotify.
I don't know exactly how we're gonna know what song, but
Okay, so this one, it says it's a new single.
oh, so it's not out yet.
No, I think it's just the single. Well, I'm not sure, but
maybe the album's not out yet.
This is a 2024 single called something 3.
S3,
S3?
or it's kind of a weird
It's
S.
like a weird S. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's S3 and then a radio edit. So should we check out some of this S3?
Yep, let's do it.
So this is brand new Opeth, maybe for a forthcoming record.
Yeah, I think so. Looks like it. Yeah.
Must be. Just came out September 6th, so pretty recently.
Brand new. Nice.
All right, let's check it out. Here we go.
Okay.
The lovers fall.
Wow.
Those growls sucked.
No growls.
I didn't hear any growls whatsoever.
Nope. Maybe that was like a teaser or a rumor about the new album, so people check it out.
Well, I mean, Jori told me that he listened to something and there was definitely growls in it. What was the name of that Wayfarer song we just listened to? I want to add that to the playlist. I guess I didn't really look.
I'm not sure, yeah.
It doesn't matter. Let's just add the Cattle Thief to the playlist.
That was proggy as hell, dude.
It was. Proggy as hell.
Leaning full into the prog.
Yes. Yeah. I guess I'm just going to say it again. It's really well done. It's just really not for me.
Really well done.
Yeah.
And not for me as well, I'd say. I like prog music. I don't like when Opeth does it for some reason.
Okay, so that's interesting to me because I thought that you were going to say that you were into it.
I don't know, man. I guess it sounds similar to what they've been doing the last couple albums, I think. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Why not listen to like the classics instead of him doing it?
Right.
I don't know. Something about like the way his approach to it wasn't.
I loved the bass tone. I thought the bass tone was really killer. The riffs were pretty cool, but yeah, I'm with you. I'm not even the biggest like traditional prog guy. I don't really like his vocals now. And I don't even mean that like growls versus cleans. I just like he has a great clean voice. I just don't like the way he's using it now.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound that good to me. So I don't know. I'm not into it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it 2 thumbs down.
I give it 3 stars.
Yeah, I'd give it about a 3. It's not.
Oh, out of 3. Oh, I meant 3 stars would be out of 5.
Out of 5.
So out of 10, if we're really gonna do that, like 6.
6. Yeah.
Good effort.
Yeah. It's not for me. Yeah.
Go ahead.
What was the last Opeth record you really like got into?
I was looking at that as we were listening to that. It's probably been 2004 or 5 probably. Yeah. I had seen them though live. In the meantime when they went prog. I think must have been the Heritage tour, which was 2011. So I saw them in 2011. I didn't even like that album. But so definitely haven't heard them since then. The last album I actually liked was Damnation 2003.
Okay. I don't think I've ever seen them live. No, I don't think I ever have. I think the last record I got into was Still Life before or after Blackwater Park. Do you know?
Still Life was right before Blackwater Park.
Okay, I think Blackwater Park
99.
was the last one I got really into. Well, no,
2001.
What was that double? Was Heritage the one where they had like the acoustic record and?
No, that was those were those EPs or full?
I don't remember. I thought they were full lengths.
I think that was Damnation.
You're right. I think that was Damnation too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Anyway, it's been a very long time.
The beginning of Aglock, there was a lot of comparison to Opeth. Was there something about that turned you off of them, perhaps?
Yeah, for sure. It's not really fair, and it's kind of unfortunate. I was never like huge into Opeth.
No, but dude, Morning Rise and Jesus, so good, bro.
I love Morning Rise and Orchid for sure. But they were never like huge in my world. And then it was just like everywhere we went, it was like, oh, Opeth. And I was like, no, dude, no, it's Catatonia, it's Ulver, it's In the Woods. It's not Opeth. And still to this day, people are like, oh, Opeth. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not where we're coming from at all.
I think if you listen to a random generated, AI generated playlist based on Opeth, you're going to get Aglock
for sure. Definitely. Yeah. Which is fine. It's fine. But
acoustic sensibilities, metal,
long
black
songs.
metal. Yeah, long songs. I mean,
Yeah. My favorite thing that Michaela's done is sing on Brave Murder Day.
Yeah, for sure. Dude.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh, man, that record.
He's got a great growl, that guy. Jesus
Dude,
Christ.
great growl.
That's why it was so surprising when he stopped doing it. It's
I
like,
know,
what?
I know.
You're like the best at this.
Well, it's interesting. Like, is that like a Barney Greenway situation where you just can't really do it anymore? You know?
No, I think it was more of a contrarian.
I think so, too.
Like,
I think
people are just used to me doing this. Fuck that. I'm not going to do it anymore.
Yeah. Well, and
Yeah,
have you seen what Opeth looks like now?
No, I saw the little picture that was on Spotify, but
I'm going to pull it up real quick.
They look like Victorian theater students.
Well, kind of like,
something.
talking about, let's see. This might be kind of hard for me to find. Opeth, new album, maybe. But they're kind of, we're talking about Wayfarer and all that. Yeah, here we go. Let me share this so you can see it. But it's not like an outlaw country or a country type of thing, but it's definitely like a Victorian type of thing.
Yeah, they look like the Tiger Lilies, dude.
Oh, yeah. I guess you're
Which
right.
is like a Victorian theater troupe kind of deal.
Oh, I gotta accept those cookies. Yeah, it's like.
Oh, but that one next to it, they kind of look like they're dead. They're dead, you know.
Yes,
but they're sitting. They're sitting.
Yeah.
The tint makes it look like they're maybe working at the mortuary or something.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of got that weird Wayfarer type of John Hamm type of vibe.
Yeah, John's got that going on for sure.
Sure does.
Americana kind of deal.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Opeth, it's fine. Whatever.
Okay, well, what's one that you haven't kept up with?
Okay, so let's get into Tiamat for me. Again, one of my favorite metal bands. Of course, Wild Honey was revolutionary, I think, to everyone in the early 90s that was into death metal, black metal. And, I brought it up earlier, but Deeper Kind of Slumber, I think, too, is like just as good. Definitely more daring, though. It's a definitely more daring record. I just worship everything they did from Deeper and earlier, and never listened to him again. So
it's crazy.
I just looked at Spotify.
Okay.
Since we're a slave to Spotify here.
We are. Well, we're thankful and disgusted.
Exactly. Thankful and disgusted. So they have right here, album in 2013. I've never even heard of this.
Yeah. Didn't know this was happening. The Scarred People.
The Scarred People. They're using that like newer Tiamat logo.
Yep.
But still, this is 11 years old.
Yeah.
So which one should we do? Thunder and Lightning? Yeah. No. Born to Die. Oh, is this a Lana Del Rey cover? Like, that would be interesting. Okay, let's just start with
first track.
Yep,
yeah.
Here we go. So this is the Scarred People from Tiamat's 2013 record called The Scarred People.
Awesome.
I have to admit, I'm pretty skeptical. Here we go.
Yeah. Dungeon Synth, dude.
Emily went to play when gold turned into clay. The morning train at night.
Sure. That's what you are.
I've heard enough.
What happened to us being open-minded?
I don't know, man. There's that voice that I love so much, though. I mean, as soon as I hear Johan sing, it brings me back to so many amazing records. I don't know.
It seems like they've been doing this gothic metal kind of thing for a while.
I think so.
And it's interesting, Dark Tranquility, maybe even In Flames or something, where they change to a new formula, but then they stick to that new formula.
For like a long ass time.
Yeah. How does that even happen?
I don't know. I think you're right. I think that the record after Deeper Kind of Slumber was like that. It was like that kind of like metalized gothic rock type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then to me, you lose what's special. Like with Opeth, like the thing that was special about Opeth is they mixed like these different vibes, and now they're just prog rock.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly,
and like with Tiamat, it's like they had so many different things going on, and now they're just like goth rock / metal. Whatever.
They chose one of the many influences that they were
and they stuck
using
with it
in the early days.
Yeah, and then it makes them less
which
interesting.
made us. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's another one of those things. Like it's just not. I don't know. It's not for me. I'm sure.
How about their bands that we haven't kept up with that are just doing the same thing, that have been, those aren't as exciting either, because you look back at, I don't know, I thought of one, At the Gates or something,
Yeah.
Slaughter of the Soul was so good and so influential, and then I think they put out 3 or 4 albums in the last 10 years, and it's just been like, what the hell do those sound like?
I don't know. I mean, I listen,
but they're probably really similar.
Yeah. And then some bands like kind of wear that as a badge, like Impaled Nazarene. It's like we're doing the same thing for the most part, like all the time.
Cannibal Corpse, Overkill does that. It's like you don't really need to hear the newest album because it's like almost similar to the last one.
Yeah. I don't know.
King Diamond?
King Diamond? Yeah.
Yeah, he does that too.
Yeah.
But I don't mind. I love that, so it's okay with me. Cannibal Corpse, similar. Like, I can listen to those new albums.
Oh, man. Violence Unimagined is fucking fantastic. It's a great record. But, same with Impaled Nazarene. It's like, that's what I want from Impaled Nazarene.
Do you think the artists would say we are progressing? You're just not hearing it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've talked to Alex about this with Cannibal, and like he told me when they started, they're like, we're a death metal band and nothing more. Like, this is what we're doing. But he's like, but within that paradigm that we set for ourselves, we are pushing boundaries here and there. And
as far as like complexity and riffs and stuff, they definitely are. Yeah. You can tell.
But it's not like they're going to have like a blues section or, like a horn section or something like that. It's more the way they're composing their death metal riffs, I guess.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
But like a band like Impaled Nazarene, like from them, I want songs about goats and sodomy, and I want it to be hyper fast, and I want there to be a gas mask and some breasts on the album cover. Like,
Nice. Yeah, exactly.
That's what I want.
Stick
from
to
them.
what you're good at.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, not to say if they made a hip hop record, I would definitely buy that, I'm sure. Yeah.
Has there ever been, besides Dee Dee Ramone, has there ever been anybody that attempted this?
Oh, from
that leaped to hip hop?
From like a punk metal
thing? Or metal or anything,
yeah. Alex Skolnick.
What?
Yeah, dude, you don't know about this?
No, what are you talking about?
Okay, I got to pull it up. I just learned about this in Germany when we were in Germany.
No.
Hunter told me about it. It's really, really bad.
Well, after he left Testament, he did the Alex Skolnick Trio, but that was jazz, right?
Yep. God. It's not popping up.
I thought you were going to say like Mushroom Head or something. Those guys used to be like hardcore metalheads or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's not quite hip hop, but it's close.
Okay. I'm not going to spend too much time on finding this. Yeah.
What's the
Testament's
gist?
Alex Skolnick. Okay. Hold on. Let me share this.
Okay.
So you can see
I'm
it.
Very excited and mildly anxious about this.
Testament's Alex Skolnick launches rap alter ego Sjoli D.
This is a joke, dude. April 1st, 2022. No, it says January 6th.
January 6th. No, it's real. Is this it right here? No.
No. You got the fucking blabbermouth. You got to go to the bottom.
Like all the way at the bottom, usually.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah.
Oh, God. They printed the lyrics. They're really making fun of him here.
Sjoli D. Like Schooly D.
Oh, here it is.
This is it?
Here it is. Yep.
Okay, so this is...
Oh, God. Big Lie by Hush Money. Biglie.
Yeah. Hush Money, Sjoli D, and somebody else.
This is a joke, dude. It's got to be.
Okay, here we are. You ready for this?
Welcome to the show.
Oh, no.
Yo, Jay Hype.
Yeah, that's him.
What? Drop the beat.
Flipping through the channels, Fox News prime time.
That's that.
Prime time, crime time. Let's call it slime time. Competition lurks, OAN News Max. So Fox has to up the twisting of the facts.
Getting all political, dude.
I'll need a detox from these toxic talks. It's like chains and locks on my cable box, all from watching Fox.
This is a man who will drain your sanity. He goes by the name of Sean Hannity, followed up by Tucker. He's a disturbed mother. Shut up!
Oh, they couldn't say it.
Then the truth gets further tangled as we suffer through the Ingram angle and getting way out of line. We got Judge Janine and her box of wine.
With the liars and the leakers and the leftists running the asylum. So how the hell can there be a quid pro quo?
The 2020 election was under historic protection, subject to inspection, but someone couldn't accept his rejection. Had to go and start an insurrection. Such a scam, how could anybody buy it? Go to DC for a Capitol riot. Doomed and halfless preordained mission. Unrest for sedition, which is uncontestable. Or is it? Now they're calling it a tourist visit. Voting against an investigation. Now that's misinformation. B-I-G. You got a whole lot of nerve trying to misinform me. L-I-E. You're trying to tell the whole world what our eyes didn't see. B-I-G-L-I-E. Try to deny there's blue in the sky. You can hide from the truth, that ain't nothing but a big lie, a big lie. Nothing but a big, nothing but a big, nothing but a big lie. Nothing but a big, nothing but a big lie. Give me G.
Not conservatives, conserving. Anti-truth to seduce your earnings. Profits is what they're turning. Flag hugging for the dollar bills they're churning. It's a burden, cue sheep herding. False wording, it's working. Baseless facts, that's meant for stirring. Half-ass racist, fascist vermin. Law curving, fraud swirling. It's hurting, concerning. Just face it, they're just spurring. Folks who like their crosses burning.
B-I-G. You got a whole lot of nerve trying to misinform me. L-I-E.
to tell the whole world what our eyes didn't see. B-I-G-L-I-E.
Try to deny there's blue in the sky. You can hide from the truth, that ain't nothing but a big lie, a big lie.
There it is.
Mischievous hackers overseas, corrupting.
What do you think, man?
That's fucking hilarious. Oh, I was so into it. Dude, he's not the best rapper, and he looks ridiculous in that video. That was funny,
Alex
dude.
Skolnick from Testament. Hip hop
Scully D.
extravaganza. Scully D.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, Hunter told
That's
me about
incredible.
that when we were in Germany. He mentioned it like off the cuff, like everybody knew about it, and we're like, what?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh no. Yeah.
So it seemed like Alex was pissed off about the insurrection
Yeah.
and the Fox News,
The
so he
Trumpers and
decided
stuff.
to,
Yeah.
to put a rap track to it. He's
Yeah.
wearing in the video a funny hat and a Run DMC,
DMC
shirt.
shirt.
It just looks ridiculous.
Yeah, so that's, excuse me, Didi Ramon and Alex Skolnick.
And Alex Skolnick.
Yeah.
That's incredible, dude.
I mean, it's better than Didi's rap. So
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. So I'm glad I could.
And he did a solo in it too, dude.
Yeah, he
which
did.
You have to.
That's great. I'm glad I could school you on some Testament.
That was hilarious.
That's awesome.
That blew my mind, dude.
Well, do you have another one that you want to dive into? Another band?
Not necessarily. I think I think it's going to be a grind to get through a lot of these.
I think there's one glaring omission that we need to do before we wrap this up. Are you ready?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yep.
I want to.
Oh, Sepultura.
Yep. That's
okay,
it.
good.
Let's check out some Sepultura.
Please do. Like the newest album.
Yep. Got to get in the habit of sharing this. Okay.
And Derek Green was way longer vocalist than Max ever was.
That is so fucked up.
Yeah.
But they're retiring, right? Sepultura is calling it
it's over
Twits.
now, yeah.
Calling it Twits, I said. That's weird.
They're calling them Twits.
So the newest one is 2021 called Sepultura.
Sepultura. Okay.
Man, it kind of gives me a hernia just looking at this stuff. Like it just, I don't know.
What do you talk about? The album? You're judging the album covers?
No, not the cover. It's just the fact that there's a Sepultura without Max and Igor.
Oh, I know.
Just
it's
the
crazy.
fact alone, just looking at
why this reunion hasn't happened is just.
Wait.
I don't understand anymore.
They have a song called Territory with David Ellefson? And here's one with Scott Ian? What?
Oh, these are covers, dude.
They are.
These are covers.
Inner Self with Phil Rind? What?
Oh, Alex Skolnick, Bandel's
again.
Nest. Yeah.
What? This
Holy
is
crap.
weird.
We didn't know anything about this.
Are these
Orgasmatron?
Are these all Sepultura covers?
It sure is.
It is. Or covers that Sepultura did, like Orgasmatron.
I mean, this is what they resorted to in 2021.
So
they
Sepultura
could
is
just-
covering themselves because there's no OG members.
Well, Paulo was still there, right? And Kisser.
I don't think he's really. Oh, is Paolo still there? I
have no idea, dude.
Know.
Play this other one, Quadra.
I think Quadra's the one. Yeah, I think that's the one.
Okay, let's try one of these.
Okay. I feel like maybe not the first track. Should we try the second one?
Sure.
This is called Means to an End by Sepultura.
He's gagging. Acid reflux,
it just
dude.
pains me. This Sepultura is so special to me.
We met Max, dude.
Dude.
I mean, what else?
I think about that every morning when I wake up. I have my coffee. And
every morning.
I think about the fact that I got to hug Max Cavalera twice and talk to him about a broken microwave. I mean, when I was a 14-year-old growing up in Bozeman, Montana, I always figured that one day I would be on a tour bus with Max Cavalera talking about a broken microwave. Yeah. Anyway, this is Means to an End off of the record Quadra by this band. Let's check it out. Here we go.
Here we go.
Embrace a battle. Engage. Your loved one.
blinded people they prey on. Proof we all want something more. A fear of the foreign invader. The nooses that are killing the true. A desperate way to gain the faith. Emotions controlling the world. It will make no difference the era we live. We join and witness to lies. Wake up, or still play. Brainwashed politics. Lost justice inside. Lord leads to your divide and conquer. The fall of faith. We'll sit and wait for decisions. It's only a matter of time. A day will come, it's on the way. The terror will come to an end. It makes no difference, the era we live. Inside and witness to life. Wake up, or still play. Brainwash politics. Wake up, or still play. Brainwash politics. Lost justice inside. Lord leads to your
Tribal drumming. Wow. Not bad, dude.
Yeah, I mean it's not.
It's got elements, right? There's Sepultura there.
There
you
is
hear
for
it.
sure. They're wearing the other band on their sleeve, I guess. Like,
yeah, the tribal elements.
Yep.
He sounds pretty similar to Max at times.
He does. Yep.
He's got a great voice too, man.
He
That
does.
guy's good.
He does.
Andre Kisser on guitars and Paolo Jr. on bass on that one.
Yep. I was just looking at the current lineup: Paolo, Andreas, Derek, and Grayson. I don't know who that is really. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it sounds like people trying to kind of ape the Sepultura that it used to be.
Yeah, a little bit. Sure.
Yeah.
But their DNA is that as well. So it's not like they're probably intentionally doing that. They're just,
Yeah, I'm a little confused though, because I swear that.
Well, I think they're doing a final tour now or something.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I thought that Paula was gone. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I thought I saw that.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so that's the latest Sepultura, and I guess the last because they're retiring or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe
we'll see a full-on reunion. Who knows?
I mean, never say never, right? I don't know.
I don't know what Max says about that, but
well, I know when Sepultura announced their retirement, people were saying like, "Hey, Max, you could take the name back," and he's like, "No." He's like, "Oh, I don't want that. Don't want the name." That is something else that I've been meaning to check out since we talked to Matt Bacon in Houston. Is Soulfly, because he swears that it's great and heavy and brutal, and I still haven't made the time to check it out.
No, me either.
Because I'm a little skeptical. But Nail Bomb reformed.
Dude, that's amazing. Do you see they're doing like this huge Cavalera show in Arizona?
Yes, I know. With Go Ahead and
all
Die
the
playing.
bands. Yeah. Incredible.
Dude, like Cavalera Fest.
Yep, Cavalera Fest.
They deserve it, man.
They do.
I'm all about it.
Is it like the Gathering of the Juggalos, but cleaner probably, and just a little
and smaller probably.
Smaller, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Sepultura, I love you. I wish. I wish you the best.
Dude, we saw as close to the best as almost possible with Max and Igor.
Dude, it was
playing
so great.
Arise and Beneath the Remains. I mean,
MDF. Oh,
Jesus,
so good.
So happy.
Did you ever see Sepultura back in the day?
Yeah, a couple times. So I saw
me too.
them, with opening for that infamous show at Costa Mesa in 1992, where Rob Halford had to do vocals for Ozzy. I mean, for Dio at Black Sabbath.
Right.
It was the Ozzy reunion. Ozzy played 4 songs with Black Sabbath, and Dio was pissed that this was happening with Black Sabbath opening up. I mean, the Black Sabbath with Dio was opening up.
Right.
So Halford did a set with Black Sabbath, and then at the end, Ozzy came on for 4 songs, and that was a big deal. It was like the first thing. But Sepultura opened for that.
Damn, that's great. So that would have been like what era? What Sepultura
92.
Era?
So it was Arise.
Arise.
Yeah, it was Arise, yeah.
Yeah, I saw him on the Arise tour. Actually, maybe only once. It was in Minneapolis, First Ave. They played with Clutch? No, Fear Factory. Fear Factory.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Dude.
Fear Factory, and then in the other room was Fudge Tunnel and Clutch.
Nice. That's cool.
And then they did like a big combo at the end where Fudge Tunnel and Sepultura got together and they did like a drum circle thing on stage or something. I can't.
Oh wow.
Man, it was long ass time ago.
They used to do that. I saw that in '94. They played at Portland Meadows.
Sepultura,
Prong, Pantera.
Dude. Yeah.
That was fucking amazing, dude.
Prong.
And they all of Pantera and I think Prong came out too, and they all did this drum thing with Max.
Yeah.
During Territory or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Man, it all comes back to Prong lately. So much Prong lately.
It sure does.
Yeah.
Did you ever see a show out there at Portland Meadows?
No, I've never been there.
Yeah, well, they don't do shows there anymore, but it was a horse track.
Yeah, I remember Don saying that he saw Nirvana and Poison Idea there.
Nice, yeah.
Like early 90s, something like that. Mid 90s.
Well, those were big shows beyond like, I don't know, not quite Moda Center, but beyond Crystal kind of thing, right in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. Well, cool. That was great. I didn't prepare an FMK or anything, did you?
Oh, no, I didn't, but I have one from last time.
Let's do it. Okay.
So we were talking last time. You gave me a really difficult one. It was like piloting, playing Traveler's Rest, or going to live shows, I think it was.
That's right.
That's impossible, dude.
Well, let me do the intro, and then you can nail
ahead.
it. Or you can lay it on me. Not nail it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said that. Lay it on me.
Fuck, marry, kill. What would you fuck? What would you marry? What would you kill?
We should do 2, actually. I have 2 for you. One in reference to the last episode, but one in reference to this episode, which should be like, new Do you want new Dark Tranquility? You want new Tiamat, or you want new Sepultura? I mean, it's impossible.
New,
none of
like as in a continuation of what they have been doing, or like maybe like a throwback.
Like if you had to fuck, marry, or kill. Oh, I see. As a total discography, maybe.
Tiamat, Dark Tranquility, or Sepultura.
Sepultura, yeah.
Probably Sepultura.
Nice, yeah. Well, overall,
Mary Sepultura.
Yeah.
I'd kill Dark Tranquility.
Yeah.
And I'd fuck Tiamat. Yeah, I think that's appropriate.
I think it's appropriate.
Yeah. Is that what you would do?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, in reference to last week, it would be playing with Moonbladder, playing with Agalok, or playing with yourself. Meaning masturbation.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't get that. I didn't understand that. I would marry playing with Agalok.
Okay.
I would fuck.
I'm setting you up right here.
Playing with myself.
There you go. You're gonna fuck yourself.
And kill playing with Moonbladder. But that's
so you choose masturbation over Moonbladder.
No, I just think it was funny to say like
yeah, exactly.
Fuck masturbation. No, but no,
so you would stop masturbating if you could only choose two of those things. Would you just stop masturbating?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. You'd have to.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking about what you said about piloting airplanes and how you lose yourself into that zone and like you focus and it's like that's all that exists in that moment.
That's right.
And for me, the only time that happens is when I'm performing.
Well, dude, that means you got to lean into those times and do it more. Yeah.
So, and you know, Moonbladder is on one end of the spectrum and Agalok's on the other end of the spectrum. So, you know, giving up either one of those would be really, really hard for me.
Yeah.
So.
Well, for me, playing live lately it's a huge build up to this 30-minute event. You know,
yeah.
I don't like the amount of time that's going through my head until it's that 30 minutes. You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel like that's why I killed it. Is because it's almost like the build up and anticipation and anxiety to those 30 minutes on stage. It's almost not worth it.
Right.
It's overpowered by days of anxiety.
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is, the more you do it, the less the less you feel that. Like I don't really get nervous for shows anymore.
Yeah. Well, you've done a lot of them, man.
I get like nervous energy, but it's not like an anxiety. It's more like
it's not like you're gonna forget the notes or you're gonna forget.
No, it's like it's an excitement. It's not an anxiety.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, I get in the zone, man. Whether it's Moonbladder or Agalok, and that's so hard to replicate. And you know, with Moonbladder, it's small crowds, but they're still into it. But it's still like a small crowd.
Yeah.
But you know, playing with Agalok, it's just, I mean,
you
just can't even reproduce that in any form ever. You know?
It's got to be a really, really big high, you know.
It's a huge high, and it's just like a lot of people don't even get to experience something like that.
Yep.
So you gotta cherish that every time.
That's right.
So yeah, I would marry that for sure.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's a hard choice.
Cool.
It's
good
always
answer.
a hard choice.
Maybe Kyle will agree. That was a good answer.
Maybe. Hopefully Kyle will write in. Kyle Hater. Yeah.
Maybe you're thinking of the guy from Napoleon Dynamite. His name was something Hater, wasn't it?
Oh, maybe. Or are you thinking of a Bill Hader?
Oh, Bill Hader.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. The comedian.
Yeah. Bill Hader. All right. Well, Nick, this was great.
That was awesome.
I wasn't too impressed with anything.
No, I know. We didn't really check out anything, intrigue myself to check out anything except for Wayfair.
I was going to say Wayfair is the only thing that really, really grabbed me. And I thought that I was not into it, but that little sample was really cool.
It was.
So yeah, coming up, I have a couple Moonbladder shows coming up that are not announced. Just yesterday, Agalok at Northwest Terrorfest was announced.
Congrats. That's amazing, dude.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm not sure what day or who we're playing with, but I noticed the other bands are Demolition Hammer.
No.
Yeah, Gorguts.
Shut up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're joking.
No, you haven't seen the flyer?
No, I just saw you guys announce.
No, Demolition Hammer, Gorguts, Hyrax.
Oh my God. Hyrax, dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm stoked. I might have to
That's
go for the whole
amazing.
weekend.
Holy shit. What's the weekend here? May something?
May something.
Because it's right before we go to England, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
That's May 29th. So I don't know.
I think it's the beginning of May.
Okay. First weekend, maybe May 1st to 4th or something like that.
Yeah.
Second.
Let me look at my calendar real quick. It is Google save me.
Demolition Hammer.
May 9th.
Oh, May 9th. Okay. Second weekend.
Weekend of May 9th. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, Demolition
I think
Hammer,
I might try
Gorguts, Hyrax.
I got to try to go see that. Demolition Hammer live. Anybody
man.
listening out there, so fucking good.
Remember that at Hell's Heroes and they had that guy in the garbage can and they're like, put him on top of the pit. And,
or the guy in all pink.
Oh, yeah, the pink cowboy guy.
Pink cowboy.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's all I have coming up that's been announced. Nick, you have shows coming up?
No, not really. Oh, October 25th, yes, at Shanghai Tunnel with Occult Blood, which I'm excited for. Black metal band from Eugene.
Nice.
And then in December, maybe we'll be doing something.
Yeah, we're talking about doing a Traveler's Rest Moonbladder show here in Portland at Azoth in December.
Yep.
With our good friend Zach Proxus opening up. So
super stoked for that, dude. That's amazing.
Yeah, that'll be great. Well, cool. earthandsound.org. Check out our swag. Join the Patreon if you want to help us out. And write to us at hate.pod.music@gmail.com. Nick Wusz, as always, it was a pleasure, man.
Pleasure. That was so fun. Thank you.
That was awesome. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
An Earth in Sound production.